In this video, I will share with you 15 signs to identify strong sexual tension. Before we get started, please like, share, comment and subscribe for more great content. Also check out the link below in the description. So, without further ado, let's get started. Are you looking for some ways to increase sexual tension between you and your crush? When you're crushing on someone and you're pretty sure they like you back, you enter a new realm of the dating game. Now, you want to create a bit of tension, of the sexual variety, of course, so you can kind of test the chemistry between the two of you. Here are 15 signs to identify strong sexual tension that will definitely let you know if you two would make a good match. 1. Romantic movies. If you're spending the day together, put on a romantic movie. When the kissing scene comes on, he'll be thinking about what it would be like to reenact the scene with you. Even if you spend the whole movie making fun of how corny it is, that kissing scene will work to your advantage. 2. Whisper. Whispering requires you two to lean in closer to each other, and the closer, the better. Just don't whisper to him randomly, or he'll wonder why you're doing it. Instead, whisper when you're out in public and have something juicy to tell him that you don't want anyone else to hear. 3. Teasing. If he tells you that he's been going to the gym, you can tease him about how you think you're stronger than he is. You can challenge him to an arm wrestling match or simply request to feel his muscles. He'll know you're teasing, but he certainly won't mind it, and he won't even know that you're using one of the ways to increase sexual tension with your man on him. 4. Apply lipstick. If you don't have food on hand to draw attention to your mouth, use some beauty products. If you have some lipstick or even chapstick, you can apply it slowly in order to get him thinking about kissing you. When all else fails, simply run your fingers over your lips. 5. Lingering hugs. When you say hello or goodbye, give him a hug, another of the best ways of increasing the sexual tension. Of course, it shouldn't be a quick one that involves you barely touching him. Grab him tightly and then move away slowly. If he feels the same way you do, you might even end up with a kiss. 6. Dress to impress. You don't want to be with someone who only likes you for your looks, but that doesn't mean you can't dress to impress. Wear your favorite dress or a nice new skirt in order to make him admire your body. Once you catch his attention, that sexual tension will keep on increasing. 7. Eye contact. Everything you need to tell him can be said with your eyes. If you're across the room, give him little glances every once in a while. If you're in the middle of a conversation, make sure to look right in his eyes to make him melt. 8. Sit close. If you're sitting on a couch with him, don't sit on the opposite end. Get close enough that your thighs or arms are touching. That small amount of physical contact will be enough to drive him crazy. 9. Be subtly sexy. As I've been saying all along, the best way to be sexy and to build sexual tension is to be subtle. Less is always more. You don't want to let everything hang all out there, because that could be a turn-off for your crush. Besides, you want to make sure you two still have a lot to learn about each other. Subtle touches and teasing looks will go farther than the most obvious display. 10. The fine line between funny and risque. A lot of guys and girls alike appreciate a sense of humor. They find it sexy, and especially like it when someone they like can make them laugh. If you do this, it's a fantastic way to increase sexual tension between you and your crush. You can be humorous and tell jokes that are a little risque and off the cuff. Again, don't get obscene, but if you have a dirty sense of humor, don't be afraid to hint at it. 11. Think before you speak. Sometimes, the way you speak and the words you choose can create a lot of sexual tension. Finding reasons to call something as sexy, hot, or even sensuous can really get your crush's motor going. On the surface, this is extremely innocent, it's subtle, you see, and it can work wonders. Watching what you say is probably one of the easiest ways to increase sexual tension between you and your crush. 12. Eating. Eating is a wonderful technique you can use to create sexual tension. A sucker, a lollipop, even a piece of chocolate a la Cher and Clueless can draw attention to your mouth and make your crush think of kissing you. Now, don't get obscene with any of those phallus-shaped objects or anything, it's not necessary. Eating is sensual all by itself, you don't have to make it more so. 13. Texting. Texting is one of the biggest and most popular ways to create sexual tension. Now, I'm not talking about sexting here. If you're just crushing on someone, you definitely don't want to go that far. However, you can take flirting to a new level through texts, because it's often easier to be a little bolder over a written medium. Face to face, you can get shy, but you can get feistier over text messages, as long as you keep it tasteful. 14. Touch and go. Touching is a fantastic way to create sexual tension. Again, you don't have to go over the top, and indeed, you shouldn't. It isn't necessary to grope your crush at all, because once more, that's not subtle. However, fingers along his or her cheek or jaw or through the hair, a finger against his or her mouth, even laying a hand on your crush's shoulder will all telegraph your interest and create a definite spark. 15. Ferocious flirting. Flirting is a great way to let someone know you're interested, and it's also one of the best ways to build sexual tension with your man. It's also a great way to increase sexual tension between you and your crush. You can take your flirting up a notch and get a little more outrageous. You don't have to get dirty, in fact, subtlety is apt to take you much further. Sexual tension revolves around subtlety, as you will see. Thanks for watching.